This is my Knox.
This is my Knox.
And this is my Knox.
We're inside the newly renovated Umbeck Science and Mathematics Center, known to the students as SMAC, where we have student study space, we have a new science library, 5 new classrooms, and just this gorgeous new whale. The skeleton was a great example of the human-powered education you get at Knox and the hands-on experiences that are available to you. This whale was brought to us by Nick Gidmark, one of our biology professors, and through his work and the work of multiple students, we were able to have this great installation. We had students through the comparative anatomy class that helped with figuring out where bones went. We had independent studies students who did things like sculpting bones that were permanently damaged or missing and putting all of the bones together. We had students that helped with the rigging of the installation and also students through the theater department who helped with the lighting. So it was truly a great example of the collaborative environment of not just the science programs, but of all the programs at Knox.
I would say that for computer science especially, it's really valuable to have smaller class sizes because if you ever have a question, the professors are always available to meet with you outside of class time or during class time or wherever it needs to be, just so you can get that one-on-one attention.
The labs are open for everyone for use. Students over the summers or winter breaks, they do their research over there. I had the opportunity of doing my research with Professor Bundy on high-performance computing, basically working with supercomputers. Other students have also done research in VR. They've made games in those labs. We've also worked on Raspberry Pis in those labs and also worked on facial recognition algorithms in the lab.
I've taken classes where I've had to work in the different laboratories that we have in the biology wing on campus. Those classes, they've really been very helpful in teaching me some of the basic techniques that I need to know as a scientist.
There's a lot of opportunity present for research and independent studies. I'm taking an independent study in CS, but with a professor from a different department. It's in Computational Linguistics, so I'm working with a professor from the Modern Languages department. And we're working on both modern languages and my native tongue, Urdu. We're trying to figure out how we can incorporate that in a computer. There's other opportunities like these present, and independent studies give you a way to pursue some academic interest that might not have a course directly offered at Knox.
Currently, I'm working on my senior research with Nick Gidmark. I'll be testing wound closures, to be specific, surgical wound closures in fishes. For this course, I took anatomy and physiology with him, and by far has been one of my favorite classes here at Knox because of how hands-on it is and how much you learn and how much you actually see. Academics are very, very rigorous. So coming here, you have to always do your best and always put your effort in to everything that you do. One thing for sure is your teachers, your professors are always going to be there for you. So take advantage of that. Always make sure they're your friends. Make sure it's easier for you to communicate with them. Always just keep them literally on speed dial so you can communicate with them all the time.
I don't have a favorite professor. I love all my professors. But some classes stand out to me. For instance, I just took microbiology with Matt John Rhodes. Having those kind of laboratory experiences, culturing bacteria, trying to study them, that class really gave me that opportunity. And Matt was really very helpful in trying to help me through that process. My first chem class was with Larry Welch. That was my first time at Knox, and taking the class with him, talking to him after hours saying, hey, I need help through this concept. It really showed me Knox professors, how they're interested in my progress and my success as a Knox student.